She told me she wanted to come see me in Las Vegas.
Range Wilson.
On October 12, 2006, the United States Congress passed the Unlawful Internet Gambling Enforcement Act, or UIGEA. It was the brainchild of a handful of deeply conservative senators, whose big donors included the Las Vegas casino owners. Those senators tacked the bill onto must-pass legislation at the very last minute. Almost nobody who voted for the UIGEA had any idea what it actually was. But politics is politics, and there was nothing anyone could do. The effect of the bill's passage was immediate and devastating to online poker pros. Before the ink was dry on the UIGEA, Party Poker, the largest online poker site, decided to pull out of the US market completely. That decision left online pros with little choice but to move to PokerStars, which decided to continue to operate in the United States. Moving to PokerStars was not necessarily awful, except that the Party Poker fish did not follow the sharks to the new site. The UIGEA had made running an online poker site illegal, but playing on one was still okay. Unfortunately, when the fish saw the words illegal and online poker in the same sentence, most decided to move on to other pursuits. As a result, the games on PokerStars became very challenging. Still, I had little choice but to struggle onwards. Irie Guy and Sean agreed to stake me on PokerStars since I would now need a bigger bankroll to survive in the tougher environment. I also found a live poker stake horse named Jason, who bought me into the noon daily tournaments over at Caesar's Palace. Those were a nice change of pace, getting me out of the house at a time of day when the online games were unprofitable anyway. Unfortunately, I simply could not get any momentum going at the poker tables. At the Caesars tournaments, I never finished in the top 3, which is where most of the money is paid out. On PokerStars, I was earning a profit, but the volatility was huge at the higher stakes tables. Ultimately, I decided to end both staking deals and simply move down to the lower stakes tables at PokerStars and try to grind out a living. In other words, poker had turned into a job instead of a path to big money. Meanwhile, my other path to big money was going no better. I had continued to work on my screenplay Quack, but when I submitted the latest version to my agent Serpa, she told me it was not ready for prime time. She also told me she was planning to leave the business entirely by the end of the year. That meant my screenwriting career was back to square one. Meanwhile, my bloated physique had demoted me from my accustomed alpha male status. I had no interest in the trade-off of money for sex that permeates the Las Vegas scene, so I did my best to meet normal women. One night, I had a very nice time talking to a student nurse at the Voodoo Lounge at the top of the Rio. Another night, I had a very nice makeout session with a teacher named Rachel at a local steakhouse. That was about it. Then Susan from Albuquerque, who I had met 2.5 years earlier, contacted me out of the blue. After we caught up with each other, she told me she wanted to come see me in Las Vegas. But that idea was just too depressing to contemplate. I did not have the time, money, or mental energy to even attempt to show her a good time. After initially expressing my enthusiasm, I ended up simply canceling. Tune in next time to find out what happened when I lowered my standards in women. Until then, regular viewers, please like, comment, and/or share. New viewers, please click the icon to subscribe, the playlist to catch up on my life videos, or watch a video that YouTube has picked for you personally. My name is Range Wilson, and I'll see you next time.